Hi friends, I hope you are doing great. So we just completed the financial year 21-22. So let us recall some of the major events that has happened in India and how much impact that it has shown in the market. Okay. So firstly, I think in the month of May, June, during that time we had COVID second wave. We had really a tough time. Even we couldn't able to find beds in hospital. And again, there was a lockdown in India. But when it comes to market, it has not shown much impact though, like as it shown in the first wave, because so the global markets were quite stable, which actually helped in Indian market not to correct too much. But yeah, it has just corrected some 5-10%, not more than that. And after the COVID second wave, so we didn't had a major events. And in the recent days, we had one of the major event which has shaked the entire global markets, and that is Russia-Ukraine war. Okay, so during 2020, we had a market crash because of COVID, and after that, again we had a market crash because of this Russia-Ukraine war, where we have seen some 20% correction in the market. And there are days in this financial year we have seen the India VIX came to 11. Okay, and again during this Russia-Ukraine war, it has touched 30. Okay, and now again it came to somewhere around 20. All right, so these are some major two events that we have seen in this financial year. So let us understand. So during these major events, the market sees some correction, and there will be some gap ups and gap down in the markets. Okay, but how do we manage your trading system even there is some erratic moves in the market? Okay, so I'll try to explain some of my learnings from this financial year. Okay, which I have to improve on these key things. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing, friends, strict stop loss. Whenever we are trading, okay, let's suppose I have entered the position at 100. Let us assume that I want to take the stop loss at 110. But what I used to do at times is, when the market reaches to 110, I'll try to hold my position and let's see, okay, let's wait for 5 minutes or let's wait for 10 more minutes. So there might be some reversal in the market. So with that assumption, I used to wait for some more time where it goes to 120, 130 also. Okay, and where I end up paying some huge amount. So one should keep in their mind is have a strict stop loss. So if your stop loss hits at 110 and the market reverts from there, no issues, because as long as you are following your trading system, so you will be at most in a safe zone. All right. So we might be seeing some cases where there will be reversal from the stop loss, but never get disappointed, friends. Otherwise, you will see some huge losses if you don't follow your rules. All right. So strict stop loss. Just keep in mind this thing. And the next important thing is don't wait for the bottom. So I would like to explain this in more detail. Okay. So what happened is in this Russia-Ukraine war, before the war even gets started, the market has already reacted, and there are some blue chip stocks like HDFC Bank, ICICI, and some other blue chip stocks which has corrected even 25 to 30%. Okay, and I was waiting that okay, still the war has not started, and once the war begin by any chance, and even there is a chance that market can react some 10-20% downside. But what actually happened is when the real war started, the market didn't fall too much, and it has taken the bottom at somewhere around 16,700, and it has bounced back from there. Okay, as much fast the market falls, with the double speed the market tried to rise if some good news comes into market. All right, so we have seen last couple of days still the war is going on, but all the markets globally keep rising. Okay, so never wait for the bottom. So try to buy some quality stocks when there is some good correction in it, and if still falls, try to add more. You will get some better average. Okay, but never ever wait for the bottom line. It is very difficult, and this one thing that I need to improve if there is any correction in the market in future. Okay, and the next most important thing is hedging. So again, I have realized during this Russia Ukraine war, because what happened is there is no news about the war, and all of a sudden there is a news that has came into market saying that Russia is going to declare war against Ukraine. So what happened, friends? The before day I have taken a positional trade. Basically, it was a strangle, and I have sold puts and calls the both sides, which are far away from the current market price. Okay, but what happened in the next trading session is there is a gap down of somewhere around more than 3% in Nifty. Then you could imagine where the premiums has got blown up, right? So that day I had made some huge loss. Thereafter I thought like at least we should have some less premium hedge so that your trade will be somewhat in a protected zone. Okay, so you'll not see at least a huge losses. At least it tries to protect your trade. It helps you to save some margin as well. So in different ways you have advantages with the help of hedging. So if you are an option trader, it's better if you realize the importance of hedging. Okay, so these are some of the important key learnings, and or I should say that I need to improve a lot on these three important factors in my future trading. Okay, and now let's move on to the most important thing, and that is my profit and loss statement for this financial year 21 and 22. Okay, so friends, I do trade with Upstocks broker. Okay, so maximum of my trades are done in Upstocks. So now let's try to go to the profit and loss. So I have clicked on the profit and loss here, and if you see we have some filters. So let me select the segment. So I've selected futures and options, and let's select the financial year 21-22. Okay, so already if you see the dates have been default selected, like the financial year starts from the 1st April, and it ended with 31st March 2022. Okay, so let me click on get report. So friends, here you can see, right? So I have made a close to 9,16,000 with this broker, and there are some charges here where if you see the brokerage I have paid is 22,380, which is almost like 50% of the other charges, and there are like some other extra charges like clearing, GST, STT, stamp duty, and transaction charges as well. One needs to be very careful on these charges as well, friends. So try to at least see your contract notes of the trades that you have taken, because sometimes by mistakenly there might be some wrong numbers you see in the trades in the contract note. Okay, where uh, if you see there is any discrepancy in the numbers, then you can just go ahead and inform to the broker, and at least they can take the necessary action on it. Okay, so this is the profit that I have made using Upstocks with this account, and there is also another account where I have traded, and but that account I have made very less profit, like which is somewhere around 35,000, not more than that. Again, if you see equities for this financial year, and I'm clicking on get report, so there is no profit or loss because I don't trade much on equities. Maximum of my trades will go into future and options. Okay, so the most important question that anyone can get is what is the capital that I have used, right? So friends, I have not generated like a 200% or 300% return. So I've not generated like others, like some other traders in market, or 200% or 300% return. Okay, so I have used capital somewhere around 22 23 lakhs. Okay, so this is not a fixed capital that I have used because I'm a part-time trader, so I used to add my salary to the funds. So you can consider approximately my I have used a capital of somewhere around like 22 or 23 lakhs. So out of it we have generated this much profit. Now let's calculate how much percentage return that I have generated for this financial year. Okay, so the profits is approximately like 9 lakh 50,000, which is divided by the total capital, like I'm taking 23 lakhs and into 100. Okay, so if you see I've generated like almost 41 percentage. in this financial year. Okay, so which is not at all a bad return, right? It is a very decent return if you are consistent enough. Okay, so never ever aim for a higher returns, miracle returns like you can make 200%. There are people who post that they made 300%, 500% returns. Okay, but never ever get tempted looking at those percentages, friends, because they might be doing it from very long time, like 10 years, 20 years. They had a huge experience, they know how to play with the market. Even they get a huge drawdown, but they are very well experienced. They know the tricks how to come out of the losses. Okay, if you are a beginner and if you are new to market, let's not expect a huge returns. Even if you are not going with the loss itself, teaches you lots of things. Okay, so but finally, this is what profit and loss for this financial year. Okay, though we didn't make it to 10 lakhs, but yeah, we are just close to 10 lakhs, which is most satisfying. And let's hope this financial year, I think we can achieve a better returns compared to this previous financial year. Okay, because we had a good margin now. So you can think of how much capital that I'm using. I'm using the capital what I had previous and the returns we have generated. Let's hope this financial year also we will rock and will make some good profits. Okay. So that's all about my journey in this financial year 21 and 22. So I hope you also had some good experience in the market. So it's not about profit and loss, friends. If you are making profits, then only if you are successful, nothing like that. It's all about how much you are learning from it, how much experience that you are gaining from the market, and then you can show your skills in the next coming financial year. This is a evergreen market, right? No matter disaster comes, no matter tsunami comes, okay, it will be available. You don't need to get hurry. Be disciplined. Have a strict rules with the trades that you are taking, and I wish you all the best for the next financial year. So thank you, friends.